Here you go. Most targeted citizen, as you can tell, I ain't posted in a while. YouTube took my channel down again. Again. I have got to have the smallest channel that has the most censorship done to it. Smallest channel with the most censorship, the most takedowns. They've removed like 4 or 5 of my channels, and then they censor me for no reason. Everyone knows that right now, you can say anything about COVID you want to. Anything you want, you can say about it. So there's no such thing as medical misinformation now. They've already relaxed all those, because you can go online and look. Because, before, if you even said the beer word, boom, they'd shut you down. Because, the first channel I had 1,500, no, was it the first or second? Might have been, it was the second channel. That was the first one. Very first channel I had, right when the beer virus came out. The very first, hair is bugging me. Very first channel, I didn't have not one strike, not even a warning, and they took me down, off. They took 1,000 videos, gone overnight, disappeared, not even a warning. They didn't even tell me why they took it down, just removed it. And when you don't have a backup, you lose all that. It's all gone. It's all gone. All my proof, all my information, all my life destroyed with a click of a button. So again, there is no medical misinformation right now to take down, and they took my video down again, gave me a warning. Never had a warning on this channel. Give me a strike. They usually get a warning, then you get a strike. Gave me a strike and took me down for I don't know how long. I appealed it. So are you telling me, because I watch a lot of, that's all I watch is YouTube. I don't watch anything else. I don't do Netflix. Every once in a blue moon, I watch Netflix for a movie, just to be informed about something that's going on. Are you mean to tell me that all I have to do is come on here and say, hey guys, this is pretend purposes only, just to entertain you, and that's all it takes to not be censored? This is what you sheep need to know. If there is a label from YouTube, from Facebook, or from Google where the fact checkers are chiming in, that means that person is telling you the truth. Just like on First Amendment audits, everybody says, oh, the left-wing media, they hate law enforcement, they hate cops, they hate all that stuff. That's BS. They love law enforcement when they work for them. Just like with the way they're attacking President Trump, where all these people for January 6th are sitting in prison, convicted of no crime, and the ones that are in prison, after being convicted of trespassing, and for trespassing they get 18 to 20 years. Okay. So all these fact checkers, as soon as you see that box coming on, you should say, yep, they're right. Just like First Amendment audits. Every time now you see a First Amendment audit on YouTube, it'll have a box at the bottom that says, this is a sovereign, the movement known as sovereign citizens. The only sovereign citizens in our country are law enforcement and court officials. Those are the sovereign citizens, not us. Because sovereign citizens mean they don't think laws apply to them. Just like what got me in trouble the most is what got the ire of all the trolls, like vilified douche weasel and degeneration masturbation, and even all the little ones like burger douche. They say, yeah, he's a sovereign citizen. I posted a video of me going through a roadblock and my rights being violated by these pigs jerking open my door because I had three lawfully carried bang bangs. See, I gotta say bang bang. You know how stupid it makes me feel to have to say bang bang when I'm almost 50 years old? Never in my life have I ever had to censor a word I say. But now I gotta say bang bang or Corona, the beer. That's why these channels like, what's his name? Gosh, I can't even think of the guy's name now. what's his name? He's got the coffee company, and he's always sharing other people's videos. He sits there, he's got a beard, glasses, and a ball cap. He helped Steven Crowder when Steven Crowder got shut down. But he was in a fight with Tim Pool for a while. I can't think of his name. Anyway, he will go through and he will censor every third word. He censors himself. This is what I gotta do. This is what I gotta do to stay online. I gotta get paid. All day long he stays on YouTube posting videos, and all he does is read what another reporter has said. And in those reports where it has actual words like, see, I gotta censor myself on this one. Sexual assault. Oh my God, if you say that word, if you speak fact, a woman was SA'd. It's like that, what's that, whatever podcast where it's one guy with common sense sitting there with all these OnlyFans whores. And they're like, oh no, don't say the R word. Don't say the R word. Oh, don't say SA. Don't say sexually. Say the R word. Or even the one that makes me the most mad. And the reason why I know that he's controlled opposition is Mark Dice. Mark Dice. You know, I'm just a YouTuber in his kitchen on a laptop, and I've got more views than anybody. You can't say the word racist. He goes, racist. So the algorithm doesn't pick it up. Where are we in the world where grown men self-censor just so YouTube doesn't silence them? Oh, I don't want you to take away my... Oh, please, Internet Masters. Please, Internet Masters, please, I bow to you. Don't take away my livelihood. And as you watch this video, I don't know if it's going to be a week or 2 weeks or forever that it never gets to post because they won't let me post on my channel right now. This is how bad when and this is just like in 1984. 2 plus 2 is 5. 2 plus 2 is... No, it's 4. 2 plus 2 is 5. No, it's 4. 2 plus 2 is 5. Yes. 2 plus 2 is 5. No, you have to believe it. You just can't say it. You have to believe it. Put him back in the hole. 2 plus 2 is 5. This is what they've done to us as Americans. They have taken our tongue, cut it off, and gave us a whole new speech pattern. Not only, let's talk about a different speech pattern. I identify as a transsexual unicorn, and my pronouns are vegetable, dildo, and anal SA. What? You just can't go and change speech that we've had for thousands of years. I had an epiphany. Neil deGrasse Tyson, you know that he's lost his ever-loving mind. Anybody that thinks that the Earth is a ball spinning at 50,000 miles an hour, you're a moonbeam. Anybody that thinks that we went to the moon, you're a moonbeam. The propaganda robbed you of common sense. Even my former pastor, that's why I said I was done. When the Bible says the earth is flat, it's on its 4 corners, and there's a firmament, and that's not enough for my pastor to say, well, okay. He had one verse that said that something about that I can't even remember the verse because I'm so frustrated right now. Everyone should know that was a lie. It was a space race. It wasn't a space race. It was a how do you say it? It was a propaganda war. Who's the greatest country? U.S. or Russia? U.S. or Russia? That's all it was. U.S. or Russia. And they faked the moon mission to make the Russians look bad. So the whole world could look. If you look at where the Indians supposedly landed on the dark side of the moon, That was a video game. That looked like one of the spacecrafts from asteroids. And they landed it. And all the Indian people, these are smart people. I mean, they have to be smart to rob hundreds of billions of dollars from the American taxpayer every day. But they're like, oh, look at us. We are so proud. We have went to the other side of the moon. No one else had ever accomplished such a feat. Look at us go. So here I am today. The reason for my video. I have walked in and out of my back door of my house trying to leave. I think 10 times I went out and back in. Now, of course, every time I get ready to leave my house, and anyone that knows me can attest to this, anytime I get ready to leave my house, I will walk out the back door with my keys in my hand. I will sit in my truck, and as soon as I sit in my truck, I will get hit dead in the guts and almost crap myself before I get back inside. Every day when I'm trying to leave my house. And even just saying that, hit my gut. I'm going back to the courthouse. This is like my 6th or 7th trip to Caldwell County Courthouse. When it should have, all this court stuff that I'm going through should have been done in one day. But these people don't know what they're doing. They have no idea what they're doing. And I'm showing them what the law says they're required to do. And all they can say is, nope, we know what we're doing and you don't. You need an attorney. My only regret is I did not have a GoPro running when I was going through that crap with them. That's my biggest regret. Gosh, I'm about to get gas. Dadgummit. I ran out of gas yesterday sitting in the driveway. So, I told you the first day I went up there trying to file the paperwork. Oh, no, you have to have an attorney. No, ma'am, I've done this. I've done this in Catawba County 7 or 8 times to get body camera footage. No, you have to have an attorney. I said, ma'am, I don't. This right here is the piece of paper that I printed out on the computer. Where'd that come from? That's not the way we do it here. I said, ma'am, this piece of paper is state law. You have to do it this way. You can't choose to do it the way you want to. It's just like watching the sovereign citizen movement, the First Amendment audits on TV when they go get Freedom of Information Act request, and all these morons in government goes, you can't request my information. You can't. It ain't your business to know how much money I make. Yeah, I work for the taxpayers, but that ain't your business. Yeah, it's public record. So I go up here and try to find. No. And then this grumpy old bag walks up, and she's like, "No, you have to go to the DA. You want the body camera footage, and you need to talk to the judge that's in charge of your speeding ticket case." I said, "Ma'am, this has nothing to do with that judge." "Yes, it does. That judge will decide whether you have body camera or not." I said, "Ma'am, you're incorrect." I said, what I have to do is what I'm doing. I have to come up here and sue the North Carolina Highway Patrol to get body camera footage. And let me reiterate, all these big channels on YouTube, like Lackluster and Jeff is Here Audits and James Freeman, they're all like, oh, in North Carolina, you can't get body camera footage at all. They won't give it to you. Yeah, they will. You got to sue to get it. It's another hurdle for us to get accountability. Yes, you have to sue to get it, and I've done it. I've done it, and I've won every time. The only thing they would not give me is the disciplinary file for law enforcement officers. They would not give me that because of Pat McCrory. And I've showed you on this channel, you know, the videos that got deleted time and time and time again where they disappeared my entire channel. The catalog on this channel is small as it could be because they've disappeared everything. So I tell this old bag that, you have to go to the DA. It's up to the DA. I said, ma'am. I said, okay. I said, can I get your name, ma'am? Why? This is an old bag. She's like 60. Probably should have retired years ago. Why? I said, well, I just want to know who referred me. No, you don't need to know my name. I said, ma'am, will you please give me your name? I said, you're a public servant. I'm a citizen. I just want to know your name so I can tell the DA who referred me. No. My name is none of your business. Then another woman walks up. Yeah, her name is not your business, sir. I said, excuse me? I said, fine, let me do a Freedom of Information Act request. What? I said, I want to do a FOIA to get your name. Well, fill out the form. I said, well, can I have a form? No, you can't have a form. I said, well, give me a blank piece of paper. No, You have to have your own piece of paper. I still have scars on my tongue today where I was biting my tongue to keep from going off the deep end of that woman. I go back to the DA, talk to the DA's assistant, secretary. She's like, oh, yeah, you're right. You're actually right. She calls up front and gets another clerk that hasn't been rude to me to come around. She's like, oh, we're so sorry. We just didn't know, but you're doing it correctly. Wow, how'd you guess that? So, fast forward. Come in the other day. And that day, after they finally figured it out, I left because I was already upset I had to leave. I came back 2-3 days later, and I was like, okay, I'm here to fill out the paperwork. Well, now they bring a more experienced clerk up front. And I'm dealing with her now. She's like, oh, okay, yeah, we're going to get through this. I'm going to help you all we can. She wasn't overly polite. She was just doing her job. She wasn't being nice. She was just doing her job. I want you to be polite, not just doing your job. Well, she was doing her job. She's not required to be polite, I guess. I bet if I got her policies, it'd say, yes, they must be polite. But anyway, we fill it all out. I was like, okay, I need to do the subpoena too. Well, you can do the subpoena, but there's no guarantee it's going to be on that court date. I said, ma'am, I already have the court date. This is the court date. I've already got with the Superior Court's clerk, and she said this is the court date that she's assigned me. Well, you just don't know that for sure. I mean, we could file it, but it's probably not going to be right, so you need to wait. Another time that I've stalled in what I'm trying to do. So I leave. I go back home. I come back the week after that. I mean, it's really stressful for me. I've got bad PTSD, so I have to pace myself in what I do. This eats at me. Just like my lawsuit, it's eating at me, and the time's probably already up. The time on my lawsuit's probably run out, and I'm going to miss 15, 20 grand just because I can't get anybody to help me, and I can't even open up the voice memos on my phone where I've got it recorded the phone call. I can't even open that up because I'm so stressed out that it may not be there because the person I live with probably didn't do it right, but I don't even know. So just stressed out. I won't even open. That's how bad my PTSD is I won't even open my phone to see if something's missing. So just the thought of it being missing is going to set me off. So if I find out that it is definitely missing, then it's really going to screw me up. So I go to the other day, and the woman kind of gets flustered again. I was like, listen, I need to fill out subpoena. And every time I go up there, they say, well, we can't advise you what to do. We can't give you legal advice. We can't give you legal advice. So in other words, they would sit there and let you do the wrong things. After telling you what you're doing is wrong, even though you're right, they'll let you do the wrong things just to screw you up. So I go in there, and when I filled out the subpoena, I filled out on one side because I'm the one doing it. And I forgot I didn't have, because the cats have destroyed all my old paperwork. One side of the subpoena it says date to appear, produce, time to appear and produce, date, signature, blah, blah, blah. And then under that, it has check boxes. It says deputy CSE, magistrate, assistant CSE, attorney, DA, clerk, superior court, district court judge, superior court judge. All those are right there. So I got in a hurry, and I filled those out with my name on it, but I didn't check which box because I wanted her to go right then and there and take it to the clerk and get them to check it and make a copy. That's what I told her. I said, get a clerk to check it, make a copy, and then file it, and then bring me a copy. Okay. She just went back there and made 2 copies of it. She let me walk out of there when I'm trying to file a subpoena with a piece of paper that meant nothing because she didn't file it like she was supposed to. So here I am again, driving back up there 30 minutes from my house, driving to Caldwell County, North Carolina, to fill another subpoena out. This is the 3rd or 4th time I've tried to fill out the same subpoena, and after that I have to go to the North Carolina Highway Patrol and deliver the subpoena. Then I have to fax the subpoena to the woman in Raleigh who covers all the Freedom of Information Act requests. 3rd or 4th time that I've tried to get it. And all she had to do is, and we don't give legal advice. We can't give legal advice. No, but you can say, oh, sir, you accidentally filled this part out. We're supposed to fill that out. She wouldn't even say that. And I knew something was suspect, but I was so frazzled already because before you go in the courthouse, you got to take your knife, you got to take your gun, you got to take your belt off, you got to take all this out of your pocket. Then you got to undress, walk through the metal detector, and then get dressed again, and then go through there and do your stuff, and then you got to go outside and dress up again. It's frantic is where I'm at. So she knew that the subpoenas were wrong. She knows what they were supposed to do and what I was supposed to do, and she just wouldn't say, hey, you filled this part out and it was supposed to be done by us. She couldn't even say that. Just so I'd have to leave and come back again for the 7th or 8th time. And see, my problem is I can't lie. Because the inner me is trying to say, yeah, I was doing all this just to see how far your department here, how far you ladies would go to try to hurt me and to try to keep me from holding my government accountable. The devil that wants me to lie and tell her, yeah, I did all that on purpose to make you look evil. That's what I want to say. That's what's in my gut. I want to go in there and say, yeah, I did all this. I did all this to expose how corrupt your courthouse is. Because guess what, guys? Every trouble in my life and every money I ever had to spend was done in Catawba County Courthouse. Well over just $300,000 fighting for my children. That's not all the other crap that I got into because I got set up, because cops gave me pot and then came back and bought the pot for me that they gave me, or the DUIs I got when I was young and stupid, just trying to get home, perfectly sober. Never had any trouble out of those people at that clerk's office. They were always professional. They were always friendly. They were always nice. And if there was a little mistake on the paper, I had to teach them how to do it. I had to teach 3 different clerks down there how to do how to request body camera footage. 3 clerks I had to teach. But after that, I always went to the same clerk and they was polite. So I did it 7 or 8 times. So everything was great. So here I am again in a different courthouse, having to teach people again how to do their freaking job. Because they don't want to help. If you're in legal issues, it is a pain in the ass because they don't want to treat you with respect because you want to represent yourself. Oh no, you can't do that. You can't represent yourself because they're going to treat you like a dumbass. Just like when I had to take my case over for small claims and sue over that motorcycle. Those motorcycles. Anyway, it's a pain in the ass. I'm going to fight them. Here we go. Lock and load.